Welcome to the Alpha's Den. Remember to wear your headphones, darling Omegas. Don't bother getting up. Just lay down and relax. Just continue to rest your head on my lap. Well, it's a lot more like my tail, but you get the idea anyway. That was quite a crash when your ship crashed against those rocks here. I didn't think you would have survived. You almost didn't, but I saved you. You're welcome, but as you can see, I'm no savior. You should have noticed from the tail. Right? Maybe you thought I was a mermaid. A kind, gentle, and beautiful mermaid. Who just wants to save shipwrecked sailors like yourself. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm actually a siren. You should have been able to tell by the rocks alone. Jagged rocks like these were made for sinking ships. You should have been more suspicious, my dear. But now you are mine and at my mercy. If I'm to be completely honest with you, I don't know why you even came to me. Am I really that pretty? I know it wasn't because of my voice. My voice is far too soft and weak for it to really bring in any sailors. If I try to sing, my voice can't really reach enough for anyone to hear. The sailors always take one look at me and know not to get too close. Every single time. Without fail, they change their course away from me. So they never get close enough to hear my song and be charmed by my voice. I've never, had the chance to capture and eat a human. You will be my first. If sirens needed to eat to live, I'd have starved a long time ago. But still, it's not like you're going to be going anywhere. You don't look like you can even stand up, much less swim away from me. So I guess we can talk for a bit. My precious meal isn't going anywhere, even if you wanted to. You know, since I've never caught a human before, and I'm the only siren around here, I've never had much of a conversation. How would you like to have a little chat with me? I mean, it's not like you can say no anyway, since I could eat you up at any moment. It's best to just follow along with me. I am embarrassed to admit it, but there's so many things that I'm ignorant of. I've always been fascinated by human ships. I've seen some very large and opposing vessels during my time, and when I see them conquer the waves, I'm completely dumbstruck. I have no idea how you make them. What I'm more and most curious about are human songs. Sometimes when a ship sails by, if the sailors are particularly loud, I might hear a few words or so of a sea shanty. You heard me right, a sea shanty. Haven't you heard of those during your days out there on the shore before you washed up here? They sing them, and each time they turn course away from me. I don't think I've ever heard a song in all of its entirety before. I've only heard scattered parts here and there. I think at most I've heard 5 lines at once. I believe it went like this. As the souls of the dead fill the space of my mind, I'll search without sleep until peace I can find. I fear not the weather, I fear not the sea. I remember the fallen, do they think of me? When their bones in the ocean forever they will be. It's really quite beautiful and rather sad as well. But I think that sorrow makes it even more beautiful. Don't you think so? I know you humans hype us sirens up to be these beautiful, gorgeous creatures. But you're really quite beautiful in your own way, you know. You're fascinating, I must admit. It would almost be a shame to eat you. I mean, I really want to, though. You're so vulnerable right now. Your skin is so exposed, so easy to sink my teeth into. And you're defenseless. You don't have so much as a knife on you. What could you ever do against me, And that crash really left you worse for wear. I'd be surprised if you could even throw a punch, much less overpower me. When I look at prey, as vulnerable as you, every instinct in me is just screaming at me to eat you. I've never tasted a human before, and you look very, very good. But it would be such a shame to eat you. Wouldn't it? You're human after all. You must know so much. I wonder how many songs you know. Especially complete ones. I'd imagine complete ones are a lot longer than 5 lines, aren't they? I'd love to hear a few songs. It doesn't matter if you're not much of a singer. I think I might even prefer that. If you're a bad one, it would be pretty cute. So now then, why don't you tell me the lines of a song you know? And I would really advise to obey if I were you. And don't forget, I can eat you at any time. Wow, that was wonderful. Truly splendid, and here I thought I was a siren. Your songs are so alien to me. It's no wonder I find you so fascinating. I am stuck out here, and there's so much more of a limit here for inspiration. There's the wide expanse of the sky. There's the bottomless depths of the ocean. I know you humans find it so mysterious. Why? Even I haven't explored it much myself. And of course there's my own loneliness to draw inspiration from. But other than those 3 things, I don't have much inspiration for songs. I've tried to make a few of my own. You know, there's not much else to do out here. But you humans, you have your own vibrant world out there, on land to draw inspiration from. Sometimes I explore the wreckages of ships, and I'm fascinated by what I find. Once there was a statue of an animal with 2 large tusks and a long snout and had 2 floppy ears. It was otherworldly. Or this other time, a wreck had this sort of device. It had a bunch of writing on it I couldn't decipher, but it looked kind of like a circle. And on the circle there were these 2 arms. And the arms moved and made a ticking sound. It's my most prized possession, after you, of course. But the point is, and I know I'm repeating myself here, a lot here actually, is that you humans are very mesmerizing. So I'd like to hear more lines to a song. Please, I know I don't have to say please. Not when you're like this, but still. I'd like to hear another song, please. That was just as entrancing as the last one, darling. I absolutely must commit the lines to memory. Songs tend to have deeper meanings to them, don't they? I wonder what yours meant. Just thinking about it is, well, even more exciting. Well, just as exciting as listening to it. I can't remember the last time I had this much fun. You're really quite delightful to have around. I wonder, what would you think of one of my songs? Shall I sing it for you? I can give you a short one, dear. Just as a sample. I wonder if you'll find it just as exotic as I find yours. Probably not, but it's an interesting experiment nonetheless. Here I go. I put my heart in a bottle out to sea. I waited and waited, overcome with glee. The thoughts on my mind of what could be, that someone else would return their hearts to me. But as days became nights and nights became days, I waited and waited until my eyes did glaze. The wasted time set the sea ablaze, now too violent for hearts to appraise. What do you think? Not bad, right? The syllables aren't perfect, but at least it rhymes. And I think it has a nice meaning. Maybe I could use a bit more practice with writing songs, though. The sea shanties the sailors sing are always better than this. They're always much better constructed. The problem stopping me from improving is I don't exactly have anyone to give me any proper feedback. But maybe you could do that for me? I'd love to get feedback from you, dear. And not just on my lyrics, but on my singing as well. Well, I'd even love to just talk, really. I've been dying for conversation. I think I'll keep you around. Yes, I'll keep you around. You're mine and you're never ever leaving me. I won't eat you, but in return, you have to do something for me, okay? Talk to me, tell me about human things, about human songs, and do tell me how my singing is. Here, I'll get started, so, my dear, and do me a favor, listen closely.